were being conservative. We were trying not to lose as opposed to win. And Brandon McManus, he had 1 second, and yeah, he made the field goal to tie it, but then there was no time left. The reason why they played conservative was the fact that like they knew that if they had to settle for a field goal, they couldn't leave a lot of time for Brandon Aubrey because Brandon Aubrey can kick 70-yard field goals. So they knew that they had to kind of tighten up, and they had to kind of waste time, but also think about the possibility of like, yo, if we got to be conservative here, we can't give them the ball back with too much time because for whatever reason the defense could not stop Dallas, right? And so it's weird. A tie does not feel it doesn't feel better than a loss. Like in your gut of in your heart of hearts, it does not feel better than a loss. But statistically, it is a lot. It's slightly better than I don't say a lot better. It's slightly better than a loss because what's gonna happen is like if you're a 10-win team, if our team and another 10-win team are at it, the person with the tie automatically has an advantage. Like you don't even have to go about like tiebreakers and stuff like that don't even matter. Like it don't like if I'm a 10-7 team and or no, if I'm a 10-6-1 team and you're a 10-7 team, my team is better than you. Like I automatically win. It doesn't matter if we won head to head. It doesn't matter if you have a better division record than me. I have a better overall record because I have one less loss than you. So a tie is not that bad. I know a lot of people feel that like there shouldn't be ties in football, but I think there is a they happen enough, but they don't happen often enough to where it's like a problem. But I do think that there is something because like football is a game of inches, and I think it's just showing like I think it's about wear and tear. Like they don't want guys playing 70 minute games, week in and week out. And it's like, yo, if you couldn't get it done in the allotted time plus the overtime, then yeah, it does deserve to be a tie. So it does suck, but like again, the Packers going to the bye week, they got to figure some things out because you have a week where your defense is lights out, right? And then the offense kind of sold them out to dry. And then you have this game where the offense plays lights out and the defense left them out to dry. So the secondary was getting torched, and the secondary has been a strength. Pass rush, we gotta make sure that we're getting home. It cannot just be Micah Parsons. Other people have to get some pressure. I would give Dak Prescott credit though. Dak Prescott was getting rid of that ball, but even still, Micah probably could have had like 3 sacks if Dak wasn't getting rid of that ball. If he wasn't on his A game, it was going to be a long day for Dak Prescott. But like, shout out to the Cowboys, man, for playing hard. A 40-40 tie is crazy. This 40-40 tie had the most lead. This tie had the most lead changes of all time. With 7 lead changes, it was definitely a seesaw game. I didn't even want to stay up the whole time to watch it, but I kind of had to, just because I had to see the outcome. But yeah, man, that's what it was. And again, crazy outcome. But Packers, they go into a bye week and they get an extra week to kind of figure some things out. And hopefully they do. I hate having the earliest bye week because the rest of the season becomes like a marathon then. So I like having like a week 10 bye, maybe week 9 or 10 bye, because then it's like, all right, either we play 8 games and we got 9 left, or we play 9 games, we got 8 left. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but it's pretty cool, man. I think the Packers are still a really good team. I think we got some. We're surprisingly we're gonna have some players come back from injury that these players are seething and they're waiting. Like when Christian Watson comes back, man, it's gonna show the value of Christian Watson. And again, we after that Washington game, even though he has not played, we decided to give him a 1 year extension. So like we have him for it's not like we automatically lose him after this season. Like we have him this season and next season to kind of figure some things out in terms of like long-term deals. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Leave a comment below. What do you think about the Packers? Are they a contender or pretender? I'm not gonna give a whole recap of the whole NFL. But yeah, there are some teams that are kind of surprising me. with their records right now and their play. Baltimore being one of them. After that first loss to the Bills, it just seems like they haven't been able to get on track. The Chiefs are back on track. They go 2-2. Yeah, the Eagles, man. The Eagles is like they're winning some ugly games, but that's a good sign. If you can win an ugly game, it's a good sign. But it does give teams some confidence because they're feeling like, oh yeah, like they not for real like that. But we'll see, we'll see. But leave a comment below. What do you think? What's some teams or what are some things in terms of sports that you'd like to hear me talk about in the future? Leave a comment below. And then last but not least, they announced during the Sunday night football game that I was watching where my Packers fucking tied. They made the Super Bowl halftime show announcement, and the this year's performer at the for this Super Bowl is gonna be Bad Bunny, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the Bad Bunny pick. I'm one of those people that I'm not necessarily a fan of his, but also I don't necessarily get bent out of shape for the for the Super Bowl performance. When Kendrick Lamar was picked, I ain't gonna say I thought he didn't deserve it, like because he's super accomplished. I more so thought that like people wouldn't really like it. Like I didn't think that people would like it, and I didn't think that his music was like fully transcendent to where like a lot of different people like it. I would say that Bad Bunny, especially that he's a Spanish speaking artist but he is from Puerto Rico, so he's an American. Um, I think the fact that he doesn't have music that has English, it does have a lot of people feeling some type of way. It has a lot of people like kind of scratching their heads. But like I know a lot of people, and there's probably millions of people that listen to Bad Bunny's music even when they don't even know a single word that he's saying and they like his music because and I have not been on the phenomenon, but like I'm not mad. The decision makes a lot of sense. Bad Bunny is the biggest artist in the world for over the last like 5 years, has been the biggest artist. So it makes sense. And the fact that the NFL is trying to expand to different markets globally, this is perfect because like the reason why he's the biggest artist in the world is because of his international ties. So like that international audience is gonna watch simply for some Bad Bunny. So they're creating some new fans with this. So Jay Z made a good business move for the NFL. Um, but again, I think people are gonna feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care. I'm not mad at it. I think it's kind of dope that he got picked. It makes sense that he got picked. And because a lot of people were speculating that Jay-Z was gonna be the pick. So now I think this sets it up to where Jay-Z can be it for next year. Like I think if we would have got another rapper, I was already thinking that we're not gonna get back-to-back rappers. Like I already had a feeling that that was not gonna happen. And I also had a feeling that they were gonna try to pick something of a different genre. And they picked the most random genre. Yeah, I mean, like, and I don't know if this is called like dembow or this is not reggaeton, whatever, but like, yeah. So we got Bad Bunny, and apparently like, black people were mad about it, you know what I mean? Like people that just, the language barrier, but like there's a lot of Caucasian folk that are mad about it as well, and they're calling it a woke pick and all that. But it's like I don't know, man. They're making it political when you think about like the whole like there was NFL teams that was trying to chastise. There was NFL teams that were trying to chastise um teams that did not celebrate, his death or did not honor him. So it's like pick and choose what y'all want. Like, are they woke or are they conservative and represent the values that you want? Like you got what you wanted from some teams, but then when they pick a Hispanic artist, now you got a lot to say. So this is only again, there's been a lot of talk about it.